Hello and welcome to video class by Connor Institutes. Today we will be discussing the next chapter, which is collection of data. So in the previous chapter we have understood the brief introduction about what is economics, what is statistics, right? And how statistics is going to help the economics, and what with the help of statistics, so what are we going to study, or how statistics is going to help in economics, right? So these were the points wherein we have discussed in the last chapter. But now today we will be discussing the next chapter, which is the collection of data. So the title itself is talking about collecting of data. So this is a table wherein we have got some numbers and all, right? So this is an example of a statistics wherein you might have seen in any of the newspapers, magazines, or anywhere you have come across like these tables, right? So what these tables are for, what exactly is its duty, that what it wants to tell to us. So that's what we are going to understand now. So this is the table wherein it is telling us about the production of grains in India. Okay. So whatever we have this data, it's telling us about the production of grains in our country. So in this year we have seen that we have seen the production at 108 million tons. Okay. So you can see that in the previous year as compared to the latest year, you can see that the production of the grains have been gradually increasing, right? So this table actually tells us about the information. So what it actually is doing is it is giving us the information. So what kind of information is it giving? It is giving that in certain years or certain era, what is the production of grains in our country. So looking at this data, what are we going to do? We can predict what will be the production of grains in the coming years, right? Or how much we might need in the coming years, or what production needs to be produced, or how much grains needs to be produced in the coming years. So by this we can understand that, right? Otherwise what happens if we don't have this table, or if we don't have this information, it's quite difficult for us to analyze the situation. So this table is nothing but the data what we are having in our hand. So this x and y are those variables. Why we are calling this x and y as a variables is because you can see that it's not constant, it is keep changing, right? Here also we can see it from 108, you can see it has been gradually increasing to 199, right? So where it is not constant, where it keeps changing, then those kind of things are considered under as variables. So variables we name them with the help of alphabets like x, y and z. So here the main tool is the data, which we have already. This is an example, right? So how are we going to collect this data, or what are the sources of data is what we have to understand in this chapter. So we have data as a tool. We call this data as a tool, which is the first step for us to analyze the situation. So data gives us the information, so that with this data or with this information, what are we going to do is we are going to analyze the situation, and with that analyzation we are going to come up with one or the other solution for that problem. So data is the basic or the initial stage what we can say. So now what are the sources of data? There might be some sources, right? We cannot just go and say I want data, right? From where are you going to collect this data? We have two different kinds of data wherein which comes under the sources. One is that primary data, and second one is the secondary data. So what is this primary data? Primary itself tells us that this is the data wherein you are collecting on your own, or it is the first hand information which you are collecting. For example, if you want to ask your students how was their experience of taking an first examination, okay? So if you want to collect their examination, what you have to do is you have to go and ask those students with the question, how was your exam, or what did you feel when you were writing examination? So how the questions were arised, what did you feel when you were attempting those questions? So these were the questions wherein you have asked those students. So what you are doing is you are asking them the questions. So you are inquiring them, and then you are collecting that data from the group of students. So here you are collecting that information from the first hand, means you yourself you are collecting that data. So that data is called as the primary data, wherein you are inquiring the students or might be investigating on some or the other thing, wherein you on the first hand you are collecting the information. That is called as the primary data. And the secondary data is already which is being done by somebody else and it is ready to use for you. Then that becomes the secondary data. For example, the data which I have considered as the primary, wherein I have inquired those students about the examination, right? So if my data is being used by somebody else or somebody who wants to study on the same kind of topic with the other school or other kind of students or other bunch of students, then they can utilize my report resources by project data, and then that data for the other person becomes the secondary data. So these kind of data which helps us to understand better, for us to analyze the situation and come up with the solution. So in the collection of data we have methods, we have sources, we have tools, modes of collecting data. So as we go on further with this chapter, you will understand how the data is being collected and what are the questionnaire which needs to be formed, how the questionnaire needs to be formed, and what are the points needs to be taken care while we are framing the questionnaire. So these all are the points which needs to be taken care while we are preparing a questionnaire. So with the help of these questionnaire, what are we going to do is we are either collecting the primary data, or with the help of the secondary data, what we do is we analyze situation and then we come up with the solution. So that's the basic and the ultimate motto of we collecting the data. So this is all we can talk about in this class. We'll see in the next class on more on the same topic. See you all in the next video class.